warming up with the leg press today. First set, I just pretty much like to do maybe like 15, 20 reps. I don't like to do anything too crazy just because, you know, we're just getting to the gym, you know. And some of you guys are probably wondering why we're filming another gym these days. So, you know, with that going on, we're gonna film today's workout. We're gonna be at NOS Power. I'm gonna be taking you guys through pretty much a leg day. And, you know, this is the first exercise we're gonna get into. And today the kind of main focus is like quads specifically. We're gonna do a little bit of hamstring and obviously calf. And then probably towards the end, we'll do some cardio since we didn't do it this morning. But the overall goal of this is to kind of take you guys to a leg workout and just kind of go from there. So right here, we're gonna be moving on to our second exercise, which we're gonna do a little bit of leg extension. And yeah, you know, I feel like a lot of times, at least just in general, it's kind of easy to neglect the legs, you know, especially like when it's something that you don't put a lot of focus on. So right here with the leg extension, it's kind of like a little side profile. So you can kind of, depending on how I place my feet, right? I can have them toes pointed down, or I can have them toes pointed up, just depending on what part of the quad I'm trying to target. As far as rep range these days, you know, being 4 weeks out from the show, we're kind of be doing like right in between the 12 and 15. At this point, it's just trying to keep the muscle mass, but also for some of you guys wondering rep range, how much should I do, and just kind of what you should be looking for. I say like somewhere between like that 8 being like a really hard 8, but then you could go maybe it's up to like 15, kind of being more of like just quality reps. So it's just kind of depending on you as a person, and then just kind of going from there, you know? All right, so for every 2 quad exercises, I always like to do like 1 hamstring. So a lot of times just kind of whenever I'm working out, when I come in here, I'll find that balance because I feel like, at least just a mental note for me, I'll always kind of find myself like thinking like, oh, like my quad or my hamstring is gonna become more dominant. And at times I feel like it's kind of hard to gauge that. And there's no specific order. I mean, you can do 1 quad, 1 hamstring, 1 quad. I mean, there's really no kind of right way to approach it. Always keep it really simple. I just like to do 2 quad, and then I'll move over to a hamstring, and then possibly come back for another quad or hamstring. But overall, I just always like to keep the variation 2 to 1, just so then I, you know, won't lack in another area. So that's kind of the focus, you know, as far as me just training legs in general. After we moved over a couple of the other machines, so we knocked out 3 quads and a hamstring. So then what I'll do is I'll come over to this regular seated calf, and what I'll do here is I'll do like about 15 regular width, and then I'll do 7 outside, and then I'll do 7 inside. Obviously I could do 21s, but for this variation I'm just kind of switching it up, just tricking you know, the mind to muscle connection. So like I said, I'm doing 15 at a normal speed, and then I'm gonna be doing about 5 wide and then 5 inside. So we'll kind of do that and go from there. This is our second show. First show was in Arizona. This show is gonna be in Vegas. I'm feeling really excited about it. I may not show it, but internally there's a lot. And as far as the dedication level that it takes to be here, you know, honestly, truthfully, I think anyone can do it. But obviously the work that's cut out for you, it is a pretty steep process. You know, some people do 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16-week prep, 18-week, just depending on the person. But one of the biggest things is, you know, when you have your eyes on the prize and you're set on a goal, I feel like you're kind of willing to do whatever it takes. And that's kind of what I try to do these days, you know, is just take things pretty lightly, but then, you know, when I'm in my training sessions, just really kind of give it all that I got and just kind of leave nothing left unturned, you know, because here in 4 weeks, we're going to be stepping on stage, and I just want to start unleashing and getting rid of everything that I have in me, you know, as far as emotion-wise, just kind of really showcase that these next couple of weeks. So, you know, I know for a lot of bodybuilders, it's easy to kind of lose yourself a little bit and lose why you do certain things and just kind of give up along the way. But, you know, one of the biggest things is when you commit to something, you're in. When you're in, we're here. So, like I said, in 4 weeks, we got a package to bring to the stage. So, we're ready. We're ready.